Consecrated spaces are an essential element of the Eastern spiritual traditions. A sacred space is important for facilitating spiritual practice so that we can merge and abide in the absolute oneness of existence. One such place is Shivalaya, at the foot of the sacred mountain Arunachala. I have personally stayed at Shivalaya, and I want to give you a sneak peek inside and introduce you to my two friends who have created this sacred space for you and me to dive deeper into our immersion in the ultimate reality under the grace of Arunachala.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
So we're with Shankara.
Hello.
And Vimala.
Namaste.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from Kerala, born and brought up in Kerala, so I speak Malayalam.
And how did you get to here in Tiruvannamalai?
So it's a long story, but shortly, I was studying in the West and I started working there for some time in the US. Then I did not have the feeling that I wanted to stay there more. Then when there was an opportunity for me to come back to India, I came back to India and I wanted to settle somewhere in India. Then eventually I found Tiruvannamalai. I was looking around all over in India, and when I found Tiruvannamalai, I understood this is my home, this is where I belong. And since then, we started creating this space, and now this is where we are.
And what about yourself, Vimala? How did you wind up here? I mean, it's not far, right? Chennai to here.
You know, it's funny part is, born and brought up in Chennai, and I never heard about Tiruvannamalai or Ramana Ashram. It doesn't interest me, and nobody talks about it. So I went to Germany.
Yep.
From there, I got to know Tiruvannamalai, and I came here and experienced the mountain, and then I'm here. It's like I have to go to the west to come back here.
Yeah, to come back east.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like a language savant, right? Like you've got, 1,000 languages. Like
No. My mother tongue is Telugu,
Yeah.
and I'm born and brought up in Chennai, so I speak Tamil fluently, and worked in Germany for some time, so I'm fluent in German. Of course, English is my second language, and French a little bit in my school.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was going to say, it's funny because you said that you're from Chennai, knew nothing about Arunachala, Ramana.
No.
And I get that a lot here, and you guys probably have too. Like, I only started to notice a lot of people from Andhra Pradesh coming, and small amounts of people like from, say, Gujarat. They know nothing about this mountain.
Yes.
Is it more, do you think, like right now, is it more common that more Indians are coming here to Tiruvannamalai, or?
Yes, I actually, recently that we found out, when we got to know Arunachala, even very recently we got to know about Arunachala, let's say 7 to 8 years before. I got to know about Arunachala, but she got to know
20 years
in the West. Yes, in the West. But Arunachala has been a secret kshetra. So everybody says this place is a secret place. It's not that everyone will find this place, even it's in India, even it's in South India. It's only who is destined to find Arunachala will find.
Meant to come here, somehow they will come, whether they like it or not.
Yes. I always say to people, when you come to Tiruvannamalai, you'll be back to Tiruvannamalai. You know, like one time is not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, so people are drawn here. But like you said, it's a secret place in some sense. They call it the Kailash of the South, right?
Absolutely.
At first, what do you call this space here?
Tirumantiram. Tirumantiram is a scripture that is written by or perceived by a great sage called Tirumular, but it also means a divine temple. The word Tirumantiram in Tamil means a divine temple. So this is for us is a divine temple, this building.
And you've got it set up for everything, right? You've got audio, visual.
Yes.
So it's set up for like satsang, set up for...
Yes, this is for live transmission. So it can actually do live through WhatsApp or Facebook, YouTube. So we have all that facilities over here.
Yep.
And we do have camera, real good camera that can actually also take the videos.
Yep.
So usually good for satsangs or yoga classes or any online training, anything that they can do here related to spirituality or, well-being.
Just before we go around, you're a yoga teacher as well, right?
I did my TTC, yes.
Yes, you did, yeah.
Yes.
And what about you, Vimala? You're involved in dance, right?
Indian classical dance, and the reason for learning Indian classical dance, it was connecting to my soul through movement.
Yes.
And that was so beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. Do you think that in India a lot of young women are interested in that still, or is
No, because it needs commitment, responsibility, practice, discipline, and of course you have to sacrifice many things to master that. Everybody is busy going to the office and this and that. But now in India, people more and more, they like to have Bollywood dance because it's very easy. But this dance which I'm talking about, it's like a really, it needs a lot of commitment and sacrifice and interest.
So this is where we were.
Yes.
And that's your house there.
Yes.
Oh, yes. And here is where the magic happens in the kitchen, yeah?
Yes. Kitchen of Shivalaya.
Garden kitchen of Shivalaya. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Can you show us around?
Yes.
Okay.
And this kitchen, it's like very unusual kitchen because when we sit here, a lot of our pets will come, also have food. So we don't want to just be inside and ignoring the pets. That's why it's like a open, everywhere it's open. And we'll have also some snakes around here, but it's very natural wherever the trees are. They just don't do anything. So what I liked here is like to be with the nature, with the animals, you know, and just be with them. And she's our cook, Sumati. She cooks a lot of very light food without any oil. We use coconut milk instead of cow milk, and a lot of herbal teas and all we provide for the guest who comes here.
That was one thing I liked really when I first came was it feels like a zoo here. There's plenty of animals.
Yeah, it is a zoo, and we have a lot of ants. So what, you know, we don't want to disconnect like just the fridge we have. Otherwise, it's all open.
I always tell people in India, what's a good curry without some ants in it? You know what I mean? It's
A lot of vitamins inside. Here you take the plate and all the spoons, and here food will be displayed.
Yep.
And so a lot of, even the cats will be just roaming around, but they don't eat the food and all, but they'll be just be present here. And once I saw the rabbit also, wild rabbit just crawling. And we have middle of the night, a lot of frogs here. That's why we keep all the items closed so that it's a frog party. So you're never alone here.
No, I've noticed that. And you guys make food for all the guests if they like, right?
Sure.
Yes.
It starts with rice and sambar with dal, linsen, and a lot of vegetable curries, chutneys, and some sweet. Yeah.
South Indians, they're healthiest, yeah.
South
Yes.
Indian, papadam, the fried, little bit of fried.
Sometimes they will have some kind of requirements. Like we have a group from Russia. They are Buddhist practitioners. So they say no onions, no chili, no garlic, no milk items, no ghee. So we prepare according to their needs because they are coming here for certain practice. We want to encourage them, and we are very happy to provide whatever they want. So this is our Yagashala in progress.
Oh, okay.
This is the place where we come together in the evenings. People will do bhajan, people will do silent meditation or yaga, especially for the yajna purpose, like fire rituals. We created this space. So it's not yet finished, but we are trying to do our homas anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the plan? Like you're going to...
Yes, we should have something to cover this because in the scriptures it says when you do homa, it should be covered up.
Exactly. Yeah,
So that's what we are planning.
Yes. For those who probably are watching and don't know, what is Halma?
Homa is fire ritual. So we use fire as a medium to get in touch with the higher realms of mind. So this is what we do.
And so how long do you think this would take to be completed? Like a couple of years or?
Hopefully in a year. Hopefully, we try to make it happen in a year. Yeah.
You guys have made it happen very quickly here, right? Like we're talking, what are we talking, 6 years?
6 years.
No, 3 years.
I mean, 3
whatever
years
you
for the
see
construction.
here in and around is 3 years happened.
3 years.
Before only the big building was there. Whatever you see, the plants, everything, 3 years.
And this and the Maya container home, all that, it all comes in last 3 years.
And all happened during Corona time. Everybody's we were really working and creating during Corona period.
You can't really call this a lockdown, can you?
No, it was a hard-working time for us.
It's a creative time.
Yeah. The other day, Shankara, the gentleman was here who designed the flora and the fauna here.
Yes.
How long was that process? And What's the nature of that process?
So 2018, when we decided we wanted to have this place full of trees, because we had some trees, but those were not nature supporting trees because they were sucking out a lot of water from the ground and they were causing harm to the soil.
Weed. It's a weed
It's
tree.
a weed tree.
We just destroyed all the wheat tree and plowed the land completely. And we started again. All these fruit trees cannot survive when we have this wheat tree.
This weed tree.
Yeah.
So we just pulled everything out, and this is coming from South Africa. This is my information.
Yeah.
And they were just spreading everywhere in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
We had some great help from beautiful people from Kerala. So they came, we asked them, they belong to an ashram where they have done this foresting, doing a forest. They created a forest in their ashram. So we called them here, they came here as a group. They really helped us to create this structure. Okay, where the road should be, where you should plant trees.
They were really giving beautiful information, 27 planets in Indian astrology.
27 stars.
Sorry, stars. So each one belonged to one star.
Yeah.
So each star has one tree, and we planted all 27 trees here. And we can find out which star you belong to, and you just sit there and meditate.
Yes.
So that is the intention.
Is that part of Jyotish astrology? Is that?
It can, it's let's say it's also part of Jyotisham, as well as it is this divine culture in India that to bring all these sacred trees around a place where you do meditation, homa, and spiritually uplifting process. So these trees will support whoever wants to do this process, spiritual process. These trees are a great support for them.
So this tree, it looks like it really very bushy. It's not so attractive when you see, but it is so intense. We can make tea out of these leaves, and it blooms usually like 7 o'clock in the evening till morning 6 o'clock. So at night, that's why we planted this near the bedrooms, so that beautiful fragrance can come. And it was written in all the Puranas. It's called Pavaramalli. It's a jasmine.
Yes.
It's a diamond jasmine.
Diamond jasmine. Lovely, lovely. And what color are the flowers like?
The flower, it's all, maybe I can see it's all falling.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. White color.
White color, yeah?
White color. So this is the flower. See the orange stem? Yes.
Lovely fragrance, huh?
Yeah. And it just falls down here. Usually we cannot pluck this tree. When you just shake like this, it will just fall down. See? So many.
Yeah. Raining flowers.
Yes. Usually we use this flower for the ritual, for the puja. But you should not pluck it. Whatever falls down only we are supposed to take it.
Yes,
not pluck it and give it.
What is given?
Yeah. Right.
So this one has a story. So I made it as a surprise gift for Vimala. Like when she was absent here in the house, I told her, okay, whenever you come, I have a small surprise gift for you for your birthday. And when she came, it was here. I mean, I wanted to make a small pool for her.
Yep.
And it was a swimming pool in the beginning, but later it became a fish tank because we realized that more than for us to swim, it helped us to irrigate the entire land.
Yes.
Now we are
The funny thing is, first it was a swimming pool, and then after enjoying for a month, it was very difficult to maintain the waters. So a lot of algae and all that, it became very sticky. So we were just thinking what to do next with this. So we put some fishes for the algae, and then the frogs came. And then in search of frogs, the snakes came. So it's like a full ecosystem developed by itself.
Yeah.
Some of our guests, they just put their feet in the water, and the fishes would come for the dead cells.
Yes. What type of fish are they?
So actually I found them in the aquarium here, small, where they sell fishes.
Yeah.
So I found them there. I think it's Chinese fish, the golden fish. But I was very sad to see them in that small glass box. So I thought, okay, let us bring them here and give them a little bit more space. And I think they are all enjoying this new space.
Yes.
Every morning he'll come at 7 o'clock and he plays flute, and all these fishes just come. Wow. It's like an alarm for them.
Like they know I'm going to give them food at that time. So, a little bit of flute.
Trained in such a way, whenever he plays certain rhythm, they all come.
That's beautiful. I was going to say, I know that the intention was a swimming pool, and I've seen some swimming pools here, and this is cleaner still than some of the swimming pools I've seen.
during drought, sometimes if we are all 100% dependent on monsoon. Suppose if the rain stop coming or whatever, we can really store, I don't know, like some
50,000 liter here.
How much?
50,000
liters of water.
here.
So it is used to store water during drought as well.
Yes.
Because such a big space and we have so many rooms.
So the rainwater actually comes down here and it will be filled
Rainwater
here.
harvesting also happening here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's lovely. So yeah, you've always got like a backup.
yeah,
For some
backup.
time,
At
yeah.
least
At
for
least for a couple
2
of
weeks we
months.
can survive
Yeah.
with this water.
2 weeks this one, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's one thing in South India, right? Like you learn very quick how to appreciate the elements.
Yes, anything. Here in
And
Tiruvannamalai,
we also don't use a lot of paper, like toilet paper. And all. We use the cotton cloth, where it's a reusable thing, and the plastic we avoid. All that. I mean, we are trying our best, whatever we could do.
I'm a big fan of the hose, the squirter gun for the toilet, like, yeah.
right.
Because I've lived in India and Thailand for a long time, like this, and Nepal and that. So, but a lot of people from the West don't know how to use it and don't think it's hygienic. But then paper is very odd, right? Like toilet
I don't know how
paper.
paper is hygienic. I mean, for us,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
hygienic at all.
No. I don't want to get into that, but it doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. I always tell it to people. It doesn't really make sense to me. But with the local water, how do people get like shower water, tap water? Like, is it all bore, or is it?
No. So the natural wells, there are so many ponds are here, and also they make man-made well, which provide lot of water, but that's becoming less and less because borewell is much better and much easier to execute, to create. So that's was the situation now, but now I see a lot of agriculture. There is a lot of support from government. Actually, we have a wonderful administration here in Tiruvannamalai. I see they take care of the mountain, they take care of the Girivalam, around the Girivalam, they take care of the people really, and we have a very committed government support in Tiruvannamalai. So everything is actually in a beautiful way. It's growing, and people are very aware in Tiruvannamalai. Lots of people we find they have lots of sensitivity towards nature. This is something that we don't see in Tamil Nadu a lot, but here in Tiruvannamalai people are amazingly sensitive towards nature, even the government.
Practically 2 containers we clubbed together.
Yeah.
We thought we can move this container wherever we want.
Yeah.
So that's why we experimented with the container, because it's not fixed. It looks like fixed, but it's not fixed. We can always move a different land everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was the idea behind it. It's the 2 containers combined together.
This was actually an experimental project, and then to get to know how beneficial it is to create a container home in Tiruvannamalai, and we got the good side of it. At the same time, we also have the other side of it because of the heat. But overall, it's a wonderful place to live.
That's why we created a lot of nature right next to the container, so that it's a bit cool and cozy, not too much of heat.
Well, this is kind of insulated, right? A little bit, like it's.
Yes,
like plaster.
Plaster of Paris, yeah.
And
But
thatch
it
house
doesn't
is
help
also there. On top, there is some thatch covering up the area, so the direct sun won't
lessen
hit
the heat.
Yeah.
In Australia, a lot of people are doing the
Tiny
homes
yes.
with the container.
So before we constructed, we literally saw like 200 videos of tiny house
yeah.
all over the world, especially Australia and New Zealand.
Yes.
All the farmers are like crazy. What is this? Usually they use containers for toilets,
Yes.
not for living.
Who are these 2 mad people, huh?
I think we are mad only for this.
This is the kitchen, yeah?
Everything is tiny, including the fridge and all these small.
Yeah. It's like a bar fridge almost.
It's like a bathroom, exactly. I mean,
I've lived in many places where you have this tiny fridge. And this is kind of standard in Tamil Nadu.
right, the gas stove.
The gas, yeah. I love even the tile work.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
really nice, yeah.
Yes.
Homely.
It's a team from Chennai. They came and they actually did all the main work. So we just have to tell them what your idea is, and they will take care of the rest. They will execute it. Yeah.
And this is a lovely lounge room.
Lounge room.
Yes.
And as you know by now, the whole theme of Shivalaya is Shiva. So all the rooms and the windows have the view of the beautiful mountain. Yes.
Wow.
This container traveled more than 200 countries in the world.
Serious?
Yes.
Wow.
And it is 10 years old.
Phew. Where did it come from?
From Chennai,
From
but
Chennai?
I think
Oh.
made in China, I think.
Made in China, yeah.
Originally. A lot of histories, many people have lived here, many goods were transported here, so it's a recycled product. And this is supposed to be Ishana corner, and
This
we
is
are
the northeast corner of the land. So this land is very sacred,
Mm.
and this is where the divine presence is naturally. So we have to protect this land and
so
keep
we have
it.
put Ganesha.
Ganesha's there,
He's
yeah.
our security.
Yes, yes.
So here we made it this platform so that it becomes a bit bigger, sort of. And here we can have, it's like a balcony. It's not a part of the container, it's extra.
I was going to say that the shading here is fantastic,
So
isn't it?
we want to give the feeling of a tree house. That's why we have this tree. We didn't cut this tree. It's like as if this room is a part of a tree or something like that.
The container is integrated
Integrated with
around
the tree.
The tree. Yeah.
I've stayed in a few tree houses, and this is a 5-star tree house, so I can tell you.
Right.
And
We just want to give a rural look to the container because the metal is very sterile, very raw, very cold. So we want to give this thatch to give that rural, local Thiru look.
yes, yes.
Sort of.
It's beautiful. How often, I've always wondered, because I see restaurants using this and I see houses, how often do you actually have to replace a thatch?
Once in 3 years.
Once in 3 years.
Once 3 years, yeah.
And
If it
5
is-
years you have to,
It's completely broken down, yeah.
Right.
I mean, if it is not exposed to sun and rain very, very like occasionally, then it will stay more. Yeah, it can survive more. Otherwise, yes, you would have to replace it. So now we use this space for massage, whenever Ayurveda massage.
Yeah.
So whenever guest comes, sometimes they would love to do some authentic Ayurveda massage. So we have somebody from local who is a doctor.
Yep.
So he comes here and he does the massage for them. Yes.
Do you get both Indian and foreigners for treatment, or just mainly foreigners here?
Only the guest who comes here.
Oh, only the guest who come,
Only
sorry,
the guest
yeah.
who comes here. So we are not doing anything commercial here.
Commercial, okay, yep.
Whoever comes and stay in the house, if they want to get a massage, yes, we have the one who does the massage.
Yep, yep.
We will call them here and he will does the massage.
Yes.
And this is our massage table, he explained.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially after Girivalam, many people, they are not used to go around the mountain 14 kilometers barefoot.
Oh, yeah.
So they just come, and for them also we thought the massage will be the best right after that.
Yes.
They want.
For Girivalam, you get a lot of people, and is it more overrun here for yourselves, or is
Yes, yes. Every full moon is a big event for us. So every full moon we will have booked. All our rooms are booked in every full moon time. So we usually say people, okay, if you want to come here for full moon, you must book 1 month in advance because it's almost full every full moon. And they come here, they come and especially people from Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, especially from Bangalore, we have lots of crowd coming
And we
for full
noticed more and more Tiruvannamalai is getting very famous. After visiting Tirupati, you must be knowing Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh, and they come to Tiruvannamalai and then go back home. Or they come to Tiruvannamalai and go to Tirupati and go
back home.
Because Tirupati is Vishnu temple and
Tiruvannamalai
Tiruvannamalai
is
is
Shiva.
Shiva. So they want to combine both for their visit. The main building, it started like this. We made it a bit higher just because we don't want any snakes or scorpions and all that in the living room.
How many rooms in total in this?
So now, recently we built the 2 rooms on top, the glass house and the hut, including that it is 6 rooms.
6 huge rooms.
6 huge rooms where we
Each
can
room is very, very big. Each room is like a very big living
we can
space.
accommodate probably like 15 to 17 people at a time in the whole building.
In Indian, old Indian houses, they have this beautiful madam. This beautiful pot, the design is like this, and this is tulsi.
Oh, it's Tulsi.
This is tulsi. So it's one of the very good vibrational plant. So in old Indian houses, they have this in front of the entrance.
Ah, okay.
And we've planted here jasmine.
Yep.
And this also different jasmine together. So all good, positive, wild plants and trees, we wanted to have it at the entrance. That's so. Even when you are in a bad mood or whatever, the moment you enter, you come
That's
very
why I
nicely.
feel good every time I come in. Yeah? Can I ask the significance? Is there? Do you know the significance of having it at the entrance like this? Like
Tulasi is because Tulasi is a very highly medicinal plant, highly regarded plant in India.
Even
So,
all the scriptures talking about
talk about
Tulasi.
Tulasi.
holy Tulsi.
It's
Holy
holy
Tulasi.
Tulasi, yeah.
And this one plant, in the night time, it produces a lot of oxygen, way more oxygen than the other plants.
Any other plants.
So this is very good for the brain, very good for the sleep. It is such a healing plant. You know, we use it in tea, we use it in medicine, we use it in food even. So this is such a wonderful.
Healing psychologically
Yeah.
as well. So it changed your mood as well. So
Yes.
that's why even the jasmine here.
You will see in every temple in India, you will find Tulasi. Yeah, especially Vishnu temple, but everywhere.
And they say, you know, they say just one leaf if you eat. You want to taste? Have you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
yeah.
One eat, you just eat like this.
Yeah.
When you go and when you come, then then all the disease goes away.
Yeah. I was going to say when I used to live in Himachal Pradesh, so I would spend a lot of time down here and Varanasi, and then when I went to Himachal, they were putting tulsi in the masala chai.
Yeah.
And when I first came, I was like, what is this? This is not normal chai, you know. Like, but then you really develop a taste for that.
Yes. Because of this, the medicinal quality, it has a lot of medicinal quality. When you use it in medicine with honey and all, it can really rejuvenate body.
It can
and mind.
rejuvenate, detox, in all levels. It's very good. No side effects.
No side effects.
Yeah.
And all these columns, these are all mandalas. It gives a positive vibe when you have in front of the entrance.
You will see it in every Tamil Nadu houses. When you know in the morning time when they wake up, the first thing they do, they clean the front portion of the
and
house, and they do kolam with the rice powder and things like that.
But now we paint it.
This is a paint.
Permanent column.
Permanent color, but it's supposed to be a rice powder.
Yes.
And it has a significance. Usually they do, first of all, cow dung. They spread the cow dung. After that, cow dung and turmeric. It's also antiseptic, both. So, and then they put rice powder and they make mandala. They use rice powder so that the ants will come and eat. How beautiful it is to think ants will come and eat. That's why we are using rice powder.
Yes.
So just to take care of the, co-beings, small little
this
beings
is part of
as
the
well.
offerings that every person have to do in India. Like, when they wake up, they have to do 5 offerings. Panchamaha yajna, it is called. This is one of the yajna is to feed the animals around, the dogs, the crows, the birds, the ants and everything. So this is one of the offerings that we do.
Yeah, taking care of all of life, right?
Yeah,
Like
all the life around
Everybody's
you.
included, sort of.
Yes, that's what I love about the Indian tradition. Like it's earth-based, really. Nature-based. Before we go inside, these are 2 of your dogs, yeah?
This is called 1.5. This is 2.5. Because one eye is a different color. Yeah. So we made it. In Tamil we say Vandra, which means 1.5. This is 2.5.
2.5. And the big one, what's
Frodo.
Frodo.
From
So
that movie, right?
Yes. We got all these dogs from the street, so they were all street dogs. But when we found them, they were having a very difficult time. So we thought at least what we can do is to bring them home and take care. So now we have 3, but it's always coming and going. Lots of dogs will come and they die and
usually these dogs are abandoned dogs. We would love to have the abandoned dogs and just to
Take
care
care
of them as much as we can.
When I was down in the chai shop the other day, I mean, we often pat some of the street dogs there. And there was this one that we've befriended for a long time. And now it's starting to get on to my bike. And I'm like, I can't bring him home to you guys.
But actually, dogs in Tiruvannamalai are very lucky because we have this constant crowd coming and going. So there is a lot of food distribution, and I don't see it like any other cities. They are not starving.
Thin dogs. I never seen any.
They have lots of food around,
dogs, no?
and wonderful animal shelter we have in Tiruvannamalai, and such great support.
This is beautiful out here, yeah. Even you can still see the mountain here.
Yeah. That's why we are planting not tall trees right here.
Yeah.
We want to capture the view. And we planted here jasmine, and here also different types of jasmine. So in the evening when you sit, you really you're just bombarded with the fragrance of the jasmine, both the sides. It's a living space, community space. Each one will be having a room for themselves. If they feel like sharing their experience or whatever, open for chatting, they can come and sit here and make their own tea in the kitchen and Yeah, it's like a
And
living
so-
room.
And this is all local. So whatever you see here, it's all local things that we get it from around Tiruvannamalai only.
We make sure there's always a deity here, Nataraj and Ganesha,
And Ganesha.
in every room. Every room.
So here in India, everything is for the well-being of humanity. You know?
And for the divine. So
divine.
we get reminded about the divine everywhere.
I love that about India. Everywhere is sacred. When you get off the plane, it kind of hits you in the face, you know, like it's everything about it. I mean, people complain about the chaos and this and that, but there's an order to everything here in India, you know.
Everything works here. You know, however chaotic it is.
You know, it
everything
looks
works
chaos
smoothly.
from outside, but there is a beautiful feeling.
Rhythm, yeah.
And what I see, I've also been in the West, but here in the traffic, you feel and you have to feel it. Without feeling, you cannot drive. It's not like red or green. You just have to, with the feeling, you know.
Yeah, like I feel like if you were to follow the rules here on the road, you might get yourself in trouble, you know.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Some follow the rules, some follow the feeling. So here you better follow the feeling than the rule.
But I think it's pretty easy, like, because I ride a bike here and I just sort of go with the flow and merge with the traffic, and I mean, I don't feel ever in danger, to be honest.
That's why, you know, it's a beautiful communication happening in that road. You know, people, strange people who you never met, but you have this beautiful time in that road. You meet people, you know, with your eyes, with your
adjust,
movement,
you share,
with your head, you know what to do. So this is an amazing thing in India.
The dining room sort of, so that people come and eat, get together, and they can cook themselves, and all the utensils are there here, whatever I need. There's a water filter, everything.
And a common myth in India is that a lot of people think, oh, the kitchens are no good, and, you know, like foreigners, I mean. But then, but everywhere I've stayed in India, everything is fully equipped. I mean, I don't know what some people are talking about half the time, but
Yeah, I mean, there was a time in India when we used wood and you know, cook outside with the stone, but that was not anymore. That was 90s, you know, 1980s maybe. Now in India, you know, it's as advanced as anywhere else. The kitchen is very advanced in India.
I think actually the old style of cooking is actually nothing wrong with it, right? Like,
Nothing wrong. Yes. I mean, that used to be a great tradition in India. You know, they cook outside with wood, and when you slow cook with wood, it has
In
a
fact,
very different effect in the
It
food.
smells very smoky and nice.
Yeah.
Very
And that's how
natural.
food's supposed to be eaten in the Indian way.
You should
know,
cook slowly, the
very
fire
slow.
also very slowly, not this all fast.
no.
Yes.
So here, each room is facing Arunachala. On this side, the other side, Parvati Hills. So it is really sandwiched between Shiva and Shakti.
You don't feel closed in here. You feel it's very open in this room here, like.
Yes.
And even like you were telling me the other day about this is a
This concept I got it from Germany because it seems in olden days during Second World War, Russians will come suddenly and believe that Germans have to just hide under the podest. So this place, wall to wall, they put some wood, and it's used as a cot, dining room, and sleeping room, bedroom, and everything in one. So the moment Russians come, they just hide and, you know, as if nothing is happening here.
So when you get a Russian group, do you?
I think that's a good idea. We quickly go down.
And she's German, like
Well, it's very practical. From one wall to another wall, it's just a wooden plank, and it looks so elegant. And we made it bit elegant, the Indian style. This one is like Indian style. I don't think Germans they have this. They made it bit Indianized. It's called podest. Means like higher platform. And of course, you can put all the junks. If you have some junk, you can put it inside. It's like very practical. Each room has a small balcony. The reason behind is just to have another small extension with the nature. So please come.
So every room has one balcony like this where it's open to the garden. And lots of plants outside, and you have these
Like
birds.
a small room where you can read a book or meditate or whatever.
beautiful place
That's
for
the main sleeping room. This is just a small room for reading a book.
I just love this spot up here that you guys have made. This is what you guys call it the Yogi Hut.
Yogi hut.
Yogi hut.
I mean, it is the best view in
You
town.
know, like our greediness has no end. Here it stopped.
Yeah. Well, you don't think Yogi Hut plus 2? It can
No,
happen.
I mean, it's not possible.
No,
yeah.
it's already pyramid, so I don't know.
Actually, we built this place for sadhana, pure sadhana, because we built a glass house below. We thought this place will be a good place for us to come and sit and meditate. But now what happened is, because it has such a beautiful view, people wanted to stay here. So when they come up, they see this place, they say, no, this is where we wanted to stay. So now it is a place for guests.
When I first came to Tiru a long time ago, I didn't know about this area at all, to be honest. I mean, I had, the furthest I had probably came out was probably Sparsa,
After
probably.
that, nobody will come inside. Very, very few people will explore inside. Nobody knows that this exists.
So we are actually 5 kilometers from Ramanashram. We are 7 kilometers from the main temple. And from Girivalam, we are 2 kilometers. So this actually gives us a good distance from all the most crowded places. At the same time, we have, it's all approachable in like 10
Access to
minutes,
the,
15 minutes
roads,
of,
And I must say that because we've been staying here for a while now, and I don't feel like it's too far away. Like Guy and I, we go to Ramana Ashram every morning. Like we're up at 5, we go for a few hours, and we obviously go for tea at Giri Villam all the time. But I never feel like we
That
are
is very far.
No.
At the same time, you have the peace here.
When we decided to expand, there was a strong vision. The vision was, we understood the value of this place, and we understood the peace that we can experience in a silent place like this. So we decided, when we expand, we should expand in a way that where people can come here, stay here for a long time, and do their spiritual practices, whatever it is.
It's definitely for spiritual practice only. We have no other motives for expansion.
Yeah, of course. I was actually going to say that I've noticed that the kind of guests that you get here are usually here for spiritual reasons. They're not here for a holiday, for drinking.
Exactly. It's definitely not for a holiday.
No.
This is definitely not for entertainment or any sort of entertainment other than going within ourselves, entertain ourselves.
Yes, that's right. Well, I can tell you from the time that Guy and I've been staying here, it's been a great privilege actually, because we haven't had a place like this ever in Tiru, I'll be honest.
We are actually very honored to have guests like you also, because we
definitely.
enjoy that silence and the respect and the love that you have for the place.
You are so invisible. Sometimes we feel this nobody is there, but 2 people are living. So you're so beautifully integrated in this serene atmosphere.
We really see that right people, when the right people come to this place, how much the energy, the system can be enhanced by their presence. So we are very much thankful to both of you as well.
Thank you. I was going to say it's really scorching right now, it's really good for sadhana, right? You're in the fire, baptism by fire.
We got this bed very recently.
Oh yeah, Shankara.
It's so beautiful.
This is where you put it. Here, yeah.
Yeah.
And you just sit here. I mean, you just lose yourself here. You want to try?
Where to be, yeah?
Yes.
Where else to be?
Yeah.
Let me try ours.
Yes.
Please. Oh God, you won't get up then.
Maybe you can also be there. Yeah.
Oh.
Woohoo! How is it?
Oh yeah. It's so good. Look at.
And then the funny thing is here you can just you can just sit lean and beautifully see work or whatever. You can lie down and work, and with this beautiful view, just get a phone and deliver the food. Oh,
Shankara,
Vimala. The best place to do vipassana.
Ah yes, definitely. It's beautiful. Wow. And you've got I see air conditioning. You have air conditioning here.
Yes, we have air conditioning here, a mini fridge here. And this beautiful view, and it's like 360-degree view here, so you can just open and close anytime.
I was going to ask about the style of roof. Is this unique to?
It's earthen tiles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Earthen tile. So there is 2 layers. So one layer support the under the below, and the above we have a sheet. We have a metal sheet.
Okay, yeah.
So it's only here. There we have both tiles only. On the top layer also tiles, and below down underneath also tiles. But this actually kind of give us a little bit peace from the heat, the extreme heat.
In this room, you would get normally couples or single people?
Both. Couple
but more single,
More single
who
for
wants
sadhana.
to do sadhana.
Yeah.
And even couple, they are only for sadhana purpose, not for Any other purpose.
Any other purpose, yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know, a spiritual documentary turned into.
That'll go on the blooper reel.
Since it is 360 degrees glass, so there's no place to keep the shelves. So we created a platform, and you can put all your things here.
I'll do that, yeah.
You know,
Wow.
because we don't want to disturb the view here. So,
Yes.
see, we have a nice view again. So we don't want to put a shelf and then hide the view.
Yes.
So everywhere some low shelves.
And you both said that Tiruvannamalai is out.
It's out there, yes.
This is Parvati and this is Shiva. So you're literally sandwiched
Sandwiched,
between
yeah.
both.
So, did you have an intention when you made this place, or did it just sort of happen of itself, or was there an original intention for the land?
The very original intention was to be at the feet of Arunachala and live a very simple, very simple, invisible life and explore ourselves.
But Arunachala definitely
This
had
was
a
the
different-
original. The original. Okay, that was our plan.
Yeah.
But now the Arunachala intrude.
Yeah.
And
Our
now
plan.
it took over his plan.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we respect and let that flow more than our own plan.
Yes.
So it seems like now his plan is to facilitate a space where we can have people come over, his devotees, and they can have a very peaceful, very meditative, very calm, quiet time in the nature, along with the animals and all the nature's wonder. So this is what is now that we are trying to maintain, and I think this is slowly becoming a vision of us to create the space, maintain the space like this, and even further expand the space in this manner.
I'm only speculating here, but I'm assuming that you still both live a pretty silent life out here anyway, right? Like, I mean, apart from facilitating this place for people, you're not busy 24/7.
No.
No. We do our own sadhana, which is very important,
Yes.
and as well as facilitate other sadhana as well.
We wanted to be able to do our sadhana. At the same time, those who comes here with that intention, we wanted to be include them in that process. That's all.
But we are busy, but with so much joy.
Yes.
We
We both doesn't work anyway.
we left
don't-
everything, whatever we did
Yeah.
before, and it's completely reset.
Yes.
New life and new things. And when we came from the West, the first step is to leave everything. That was the very first step. And everybody saying, oh, you have, because everybody wants to hold on to something and leave, right? We didn't hold on to anything other than the mountain. We know something will happen, but we don't know what. So first step is to come here, leave everything. And then in India, there's a saying, when you do one step, the divine will give you 10 steps. So we are really pushed towards him because since we have done the first step consciously, and everything he's taking care. It's not our business, it's his business.
I think that's a lovely place to finish. And I want to say for both of us personally, like we really thank you both for having this, for not just for us two selfishly, but for everyone else. And again, like I said to you privately, like the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like it's a really good place for people to come for sadhana. And even if they're not, well, in some sense, if they're not coming for sadhana, but just want a place to completely let go of
Exactly.
wherever they're from and just let all of that drop away, I think it's the perfect place, Like I said, it's not, for me, it's not, I have a motorbike, so it's not too far to get around.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's a little bit of heaven outside of the town, Like
Yeah.
I think it's a good mix, to be honest,
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, so just thank you both. And
Oh, thank you
so
so
yes,
much.
yes.
Nothing makes us happier than when right people come to Shivalaya and spend time. This is our life mission.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva. Shiva